In this lecture, we will know about this part navigation option. Part navigation feature is used to show the model history of the part. Whenever we create any part, the part navigation show all the history and show all the commands that are used to create the part. Now to understand this in more depth, first of all, let me open up a file. So go to File and go to Open. From your project file, go to the folder of Part Navigator, select Part Navigator 1 and click OK. Now inside this part, if I go to the left, we can see this Part Navigator. Now inside this Part Navigator, we have one more navigator that is called Constraint Navigator. This Constraint Navigator is used in the assembly module. So we are going to leave this right now. We will learn about this when we work on the assembly. So right now I go to this Part Navigator. Now inside this Part Navigator, first thing it will show model views. So if I click on this plus symbol, it will show all the different types of views. This is back view, bottom, front, isometric, etc. Below this it will show the model history. Inside this model history, first thing it will show the coordinate system. So these are the datum coordinate system. These are the coordinate system with respect to which we will create the part. So by default it will take the world coordinate system, that is called WCS. So here we can see X, Y and Z. These are the datum coordinate system. After that we can see we have used the Extrude command, and here we can see we have used Extrude command multiple times. So if I click on this Extrude 1 from here, click on this Extrude 1, it will highlight the part that has been created using the Extrude 1 command. After that it will show Extrude 2, Extrude 3, etc. So all the relevant part will be shown in the graphic window. So now let's make some changes into the part using this Part Navigator. So take the mouse inside this Part Navigator. So let's go here. Let's say I select this Extrude 6. Click on this, right click, and first thing we can do is we can go to this rename. If I click on this rename, we can rename the part. So we can give any name to this. Just go to rename. Here we can see this is a slot cut. So just give it some name like this is slot cut. So here we can see the part has been renamed. After that, if I go to once again this extrude, make a right click, we can see here we will start from the top. First thing it is showing hide. So with this option we can hide the part, and here it is hide parents. Hide parents means sometimes one feature depends on the another. So whenever any feature depends on any parent feature, it will hide the parent feature. After that we have edit parameters. If I want to make some changes into the parameters, so let's say I select this edit parameters, then again we will go back to the extrude command, and here I can make any change into the parameters. Okay, so I can also make some changes into the sketch if I click on this sketch section. After that I can make some changes into the value of the extrude. Okay, so now I click cancel from here, and once again I go to this extrude, right click, and there's one more option that is called edit with rollback. Now to understand this option, if I go to this extrude 1, right click and then go to edit parameters, here we can see it is showing the complete part and it is showing the parameters along with this. Now I click cancel from here, and then I go to extrude 1 once again, right click, and then I go to edit with rollback. Click on this option. Now with this option, all the other features that we have created will be hidden, and only this extrude 1 is showing. So that is a difference between edit parameters and edit with rollback. Now I can make any change inside this. So I click cancel from here. After that, once again I go to this extrude one, right click, and we see two options, that is suppress and delete. So suppress basically means temporary delete. With this option we can temporarily delete any part, and when we use this option delete, it will permanently delete the part. So let's say I select this. So for this I will select some another part, because this is the parent feature. Every other part depend on this extrude one. So let's say I select this extrude 6, right click and then suppress. Now we can see extrude 6 is gone, but is still showing in the part feature. If I make a check on this arrow, or I can make a right click and then go to unsuppress, this part will once again be shown. But if I select the add delete feature, it will permanently delete the part. So that is the difference. After that we can see reorder. Reorder means we can also place this extrude above and below. So let's say if I want to place this above, for this select this, right click, reorder before. So before means we can select it above, and after means we can select this below. So I select this reorder before and I select this extrude 3. Now it is showing the warning because some parts depend on each other. So I click cancel from here, and now we can see this time the extrude 6 is now this hole. So we have reordered the part. Now the extrude 4 is showing at the 4th number. So once again I make the right click, and here we can see some more option like feature group. So feature group means we can combine multiple commands into single command. It means, so let's say I want to select these two extrude, select these two extrude one by one, right click and feature group, click on this feature group. Now okay, let's say first I delete them. I make a right click on this extrude, right click, and then I select feature group. Now select the parts which we want to show in the feature group. Just select the part. So let's say I want to select this extrude 6 and then click on this arrow add. Give it some name. So we can give some any name. So let's say this is top section of the part. Give it top section and click apply. Click cancel. Now this feature has been added to a group. So once again I make a right click, and then we have option of edit the sketch, replace, make. So these options will be helpful in the assembly. Here we can see one more option, that is called assign feature color. With this option we can assign a color to any part. I select this option. Now select the part, okay, and then select specify color, and here we need to specify the color. If we want more colors, click on this color and we can select any of the color. So just select the color and then we can click apply. I click cancel from here, and after that we can see the option of properties. So these two options, information and property. So if I click on this information, it will show the information of this command. Here it will show the dimensions and the extrude values. Similarly, we can also go to the properties. Right click and go to properties, and it will show all the properties of this command. So I click cancel. If I make a right click onto this, we can see all these symbols. So all these symbols are shortcut to these options. Like this is edit parameters, edit with rollback, suppress, etc. So we can select all these options for the shortcut.